Alright, hello guys, how's it going? In today's video, we're going to be talking about a massive upcoming pattern flip. Those warm temperatures are going to move further east, and those cold temperatures are going to move back west. Anyways, for today's comment of the day, I want to know, what kind of pattern do you think we will be in for the month of June? Do you think we're going to continue on with this cold pattern in the east? Or do you think we're going to see this warm-up happen and then it's just going to kind of stick around that way through the month of June? Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and I'll be picking one of those for tomorrow's video. Let's get straight into this video, though, and first things first, we're taking a look at the past 10 days here and how they've gone. And as you can see, that Arctic Canadian air has just moved into the eastern half of the country, especially the central regions of the United States there, over the past 10 days. So basically the entire month of June so far has, the entire month of May so far has looked pretty much this way. We have had that very warm air located over the southwestern United States, and that is basically our positive PNA that has been set up over there that usually encourages the colder air to be able to move further eastward, and that is exactly what has happened, as you can see. Let's take a look at the past 30 days. So this takes us through most of April and then all of May as well. And as you can see, it's basically looked the same. We've had that colder air pattern for the central United States and south central Canada set up for the past month or so, with that positive PNA set up over the west coast of the United States. This has been the trend. The east coast, the immediate east coast, especially the southeast coast, has been warmer than normal over the past 30 days. Very slightly, though. Over the past 10 days, that has not been the case as much. But over the entire 30-day pattern, we have had mostly warmer air for the southeast set up. Now, over the past 60 days, so this takes us through all of May, all of April, and a lot of March as well. You can see that we did, for most of that time frame, have warmer than normal conditions set up over the eastern half of the country. And then that colder air was a lot further west there for the Rockies. Why am I showing you this? I don't really know. It's kind of just fun to look back and see how things have gone really on paper, to be able to compare and then take a look at what's upcoming as well. It just kind of adds that reference so we can think back to how it was then and then use that as an example to compare to for what's upcoming. Now, by the time we're taking a look, this is just going to be today, you can see that colder air is still around, especially for the central United States there, and actually, quite frankly, those blues you can see for the Rockies and the areas just to the east of the Rockies, even including Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, Nebraska, those regions are 15 to 30 degrees below normal temperatures, so a very significant departure from what is typical for this time of year for those regions. The West Coast, you're dealing with temperatures that are about 6 to 16 degrees above normal. So that is very, very far above normal. Then, it's been a very positive PNA pattern we've been stuck in. And those colder temperatures, they do extend way further east. They extend all the way up to the upper Midwest, the Ohio Valley, and even portions of the northeastern United States, with those greens especially, which is 10 to 15 degrees below normal. You can see we do have a bit of a southeast ridge as well. Those warmer temperatures around for Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina as well. But generally, it has been a colder pattern for the eastern half of the country. Matter of fact, it's even going to get colder. So what we're going to do in a moment is we're going to move on and we're going to look towards tomorrow and beyond, where things are just going to continue getting colder. I would like to let you guys know that I made a Patreon post today talking a lot more in depth about why this upcoming pattern flip is going to occur. So if you're interested in that, you can join our Patreon page today using the pinned comment down below or the description, and you can get access to those awesome in-depth posts that we like to make with every video that goes alongside it. So there's a lot of awesome content over there to check out today. Alright, now here we are. By time we're taking a look at May 12th. It's going to be Wednesday, tomorrow from the time I'm making this video. As you can see, that southeast ridge basically goes away, and we see those greens widespread from the south central United States all the way up to the Ohio Valley and even in through the mid-Atlantic and the southeast as well. So this is going to be a widespread major cool down that we're going to be dealing with in the eastern two-thirds of the country. The most potent cold air is still around for Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and Texas, where we see those blues within the greens. That is where we're 15 to 30 degrees below normal, like I said earlier. We still see that positive PNA around, so that has not come to an end yet. So that is still the driving force behind this pattern we're stuck in. Let's just take a look at Thursday, and that's going to be April 13th. And as you can see, this cool down, it moves even further south and further east. Now areas like Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, South Carolina, seeing those very significant departures from what is typical. Even some of those 15 to 30 degree below normal temperatures are appearing for Georgia and South Carolina, especially there. Still a little bit of Texas as well, especially near the panhandle of Texas. And if you take that southward towards Mexico, we do see those very significant departures from normal. The western third of the country there is just significantly far above normal temperatures, and it's kind of spreading. It's becoming more widespread throughout those regions, but it is moving further east, which does kind of lean towards an ending positive PNA, and I do think that will be the case. Let's take a look at about Friday the 14th here, and as you can see, again, those greens are moving even further and further south, really for Texas, Louisiana, the Gulf states, the southeast states as well. It's becoming a little bit less potent as time moves on, but it's moving further south, and you can see the northern plains, the upper Midwest, and the Great Lakes, as well as the Northeast, they're not even below normal anymore. They're near normal temperatures, so this is just moving further south, and it's moving out generally as it moves further south, so that does also spell an end to this major cool down that we've been dealing with in the east. Okay, and then by the time we reach about, this is going to be about Saturday, May 15th, you can definitely tell that that potency has significantly diminished. We see mostly just blues. There is a few areas with some greens showing up, but that is just around 10 degrees below normal, if that. So mostly blues showing up for most regions there, indicating, again, those more moderately below normal temperatures. And it will feel like a warmer pattern for us because we have been dealing with those temperatures that are so far below normal that this is probably going to feel quite pleasant by the time this pattern moves in. So what we're going to do here is we're going to move on again, and we're just going to move on further and further with this until we see that warm-up finally move in just a moment. Now this is by the time we're taking a look at about Sunday, May 16th. As you can see, those greens are finally gone. We don't even see any greens anymore. It's all blues by this point. The warm-up in the west is becoming a little bit less potent, and it's moving a little bit further east. You can see even some colder than normal conditions moving in for coastal California. That is obviously spelling an end to that positive PNA. Let's just take this towards Monday, May 17th, and as you can see, the west coast has cooled even further. Those warmer temperatures are a little bit further inland, and that is that positive PNA diminishing. Look up to coastal Canada as well. You can see a little bit of it. We see those blues. The positive PNA and negative PNA is really dictated by the entire west coast of North America, not necessarily just the United States. So when we see those colder than normal conditions for the west coast of Canada, that also is kind of a negative PNA indication. And look at the cool down for the east. It is almost gone, and we basically see near normal conditions around at this point for the eastern United States as this pattern is flipping. And by the time we reach Thursday, May 20th, there will be a full-blown warm pattern that moves into the eastern United States, as you can see. Especially the further north you go, the Great Lakes, the Northeast, we're dealing with temperatures that are probably 10 to 15 degrees above normal. The Southwest is still a little bit warmer than normal, but the Northwest is certainly colder than normal, which is indicating a negative PNA, like I said. Let's go ahead and take a look at that European ensemble model and see if it has agreement. And this is by Thursday, May 20th again, and as you can see, it does fully agree. It does look quite similar, which means that does have some ensemble support. By the time we're taking a look at Friday, May 21st, we still see that warmer temperatures around for the northeastern and north central United States. Here's what the Climate Prediction Center has to say. This is their 6 to 10 day outlook, which is for May 16th through May 20th. And as you can see, we will have colder than normal conditions for the west coast, and then warmer than normal conditions from the south central all the way up through the north central, including the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, and that extends all the way to the northeast. There may be some colder than normal conditions that are lingering for the southeast, unfortunately. But by the time we're taking a look at the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, you can see that will mostly be gone as we see those warmer than normal conditions move further east and just generally spread out. We see near normal conditions expected for the southeast, but as you move towards the plains, the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, the northeast, we see those reds showing up, which is high probability of warmer than normal conditions. This will be for Tuesday the 18th through Monday the 24th, by the way, for that time period from the Climate Prediction Center. For today's confidence tab, we've upped from a 3 to a 4. Obviously, as time draws closer, we do get a little bit more confident in these temperature patterns. For today's comment of the day, I asked you guys, how would you rank this spring so far? How have you enjoyed it? And Jonathan Schlack said, I didn't really like it that much. Temps up and down, and my allergies have been bad this year. And that's how I felt too. You know, the temperatures have been really just back and forth. And I feel like that's made my sinuses and allergies a lot worse. So I certainly agree there, unfortunately. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree with that, if your allergies and sinuses have just been really bad this year because of the temperature swings. I think I'm not alone in this, though, and me and Jonathan Schlack for sure aren't alone. Anyway, for today's patron highlight of the day, I want to thank you all for supporting the channel, but especially our platinum patrons, John Benbenek, James Wade, Dovey Nagel, Lily Pan, and Donna Carnes, alongside our diamond patrons, Bill Roberts, Marcus Connolly, Noah Harley, Michael Codalessa, Catbite, Charles Stinnett, Cindy Klein, Mark J, Luke Flego, Gary's, John Quilisi, and Dwight Phelan. If you would like to join this awesome patron end screen of the day, you can do so by joining our very exciting Patreon page, where you get on this patron end screen and you also gain access to our awesome posts like the one we made today talking more in depth about this upcoming pattern flip. You can check that out by joining the patron page today. That's going to be in the pinned comment and description down below. Anyway, for our channel members highlight of the day, I want to thank you guys for supporting the channel as well, but especially our Weather Top Dogs, Hair Farms 1, and Catbite as well. If you would like to join this, that will be next to that subscribe button down below. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to absolutely destroy the like button. Be sure to comment down below to help that YouTube algorithm out. And also be sure to subscribe if you like weather-related content. I will see you guys in the next video.